It's training day at Sam Houston Race Park, and the world's true track stars are on display. Massive bundles of muscle fly by at nearly 40 miles an hour, and these giant jocks run on steel. It's no doubt that these horses are athletes, and just like you never see a 50-year-old quarterback in the NFL, it's rare to see a 10-year-old horse still running out here on the track. So what happens to them after their last race is run? Well, that's where Lynn Reardon comes in.
There's over 40,000 thoroughbred foals bred every year in this country. And only a minuscule percentage even end up going to the track once. And of that minuscule percentage, maybe even a third will actually win anything. So it's kind of like all of those kids who want to be NFL quarterbacks, how many make them? Not very many.
"10 years ago, Lynn Reardon was an accountant in Washington, D.C., but bean counting wasn't exactly her idea of a dream job. So Lynn moved to Texas. Now she's adding up oats at the Lone Star State's only retirement home for thoroughbred racehorses.
There are all types of horses. They're the very young horse that washed out early, that was just not talented enough to perform. They're the older, very experienced, good racehorse who got injured and couldn't keep doing it. This is Lightning Ball. He was the 1999 Texas 3-year-old champion. He won over $300,000.
Lightning Ball?
Lightning Ball, and that was a good name for him because he was fast, and he raced all the way to age 9, which is like being a 45-year-old quarterback, and They basically had to force him to stop.
In the racing world, you don't last long if you don't win money, lose too much, and you're off track for good. The lucky ones get a second career as regular workhorses, but an animal born and bred for speed can't just step out of the winner's circle and into the trail riding business. It's Lynn's job to slow down these stallions.
I come back here and I talk with some of the trainers to see if they have a horse that isn't running well anymore, maybe that's injured, that might need a new career change. And it's really very much an in-person type of operation, so people can tell that I'm sincere, that I really, I'm interested in these horses for the right reasons.
What would make an owner or a trainer want to donate their horse?
Trainers might be well-meaning people, but they don't have a lot of resources to keep a horse as a pleasure animal, so they have to find it another home quickly. And a lot of times that might mean being sold at auction, where racehorses don't show very well at auction. They're coming off the track, they're full of high-powered feed. They tend to go to all the wrong people for all the wrong reasons, and they can end up in slaughter, they can end up in bad homes, they can end up being sort of passed around, abused, neglected. So what we do is kind of give them a transition. You change their diet, put them outside in an environment like this with the trees and the open spaces, and it helps them to get back to a more natural state. It's kind of like the horse spa for them. Good boy.
Lynn can take an ex-racer from gallop to trot in just a few months. Then it's time to find homes for the likes of Lightning Ball and Richie. Some end up as ranch hands, trail riders, therapy horses. Sooner or later, someone will fall in love with one of Lynn's lopers.
He was a good racehorse, Richie was, and he just got an injury in his ankle as well, a chip. And he's here to rest for about 6 months.
Richie. Richie.
Got yourself a horse there, Bob. Yeah.
Not every racehorse can be a champion, but their athletic endeavors provide employment and enjoyment for thousands of people each year. Lynn Reardon says it's only fair to offer these amazing animals a little rest, relaxation, and respect in retirement. For Lynn, every horse is a good horse, and good horses deserve good homes.
We average 40 or 50 horses a year coming through the program, right here on the farm that I actually personally put my hands on. I say it's like being a kindergarten teacher. Like, you get really fond of your kids. And sometimes I get a little tear in my eye and I hide it. But most of the time I just feel so good that they've graduated, that I've had this place for them, that I've played a role in their future career. And so it's really good to see them graduate and go on to what they really need to do.